Welcome all. In this lecture, we are discussing about switching characteristics of thyristor. So, switching characteristics means the variation in voltage and current of thyristor during turn on and turn off period. So, first we can discuss the turn on switching characteristics. So, we know that while off time, the current through the thyristor will be 0 and there will be a maximum voltage across the thyristor. So IA is 0 and VAK is V, some voltage, turn off voltage. Okay, and this is the operation wise. Junction J2 is having a depletion region and this will inhibit the conduction. Okay, and during turn on time there will be a current flow. It is closed circuit, so there will be current flow and the voltage across the device will be 0, and there will be no depletion region and there will be conduction. So the transition from this off period to this on is called the turn on switching characteristics. So means IA is 0 here and I is maximum here, VAK is maximum here and 0 here. So there is a transition. This is not taking place as a sudden. Okay, so this during off period VAK is maximum V and IA is 0, and here we are turning on by applying a gate. Okay, gate at this point, and finally this is reaching, the current is getting maximum I and VAK is getting minimum, approximately 0. Okay, so this is not happening suddenly and there is this time period. Okay, so this CARA is called, what is happening here, it is called switching turn on characteristics. Okay, so the thing is, this J2 is having some depletion region at the off period and it is getting transformed into a without any depletion region while on time. So this is actually the transition. Okay, so this depletion region has to be completely removed not to make the thyristor in conduction. So this is the firstly there is in the thyristor is in the off state. So at this time we are giving the IG. So at this time conduction has to take place. Okay, so transition from off state to on state period is T on. Okay, T on time. Okay, so during the initial state up to this time, okay, there is no that much increase in the current. Okay, current has to increase from 0 to this point. So during this time there is no that much current, and of course the voltage will be also having a small fall. Okay, and this is because the depletion region at J2 has to be completely removed. Okay, so during this time we are applying the gate and the gate current will inject the electrons to the charge carriers to the depletion region and the depletion is completely removed. Okay, so at the initial time only a small amount of only a small portion of the depletion region is closest to the gate terminal will be conducting. Okay, the depletion region of this much is the full region, full cross section of the thyristor, but only this region is available for conduction. Okay, the electrons are available at this region only. Okay, so because of this conduction cross section is very small. Okay, only the region which is closest to gate will be supplied by electrons by the gate current. Okay, and this is the only available region. Okay, rest will be still the depletion region. Okay, so only this is the available region for conduction, and by this region only a small amount of current can flow. Okay, so this time is called delay. Okay, because this causes a delay to turn on. Okay, and actually we can define this as, at this time the current is getting 10% of the final value 0.1 I by this period. Okay, so we can define the time as this time taken. We are starting from here, the time taken from the instant of application of gate to the instant of where the anode current rises to 10% of final value. Means it is 0 here and become 10% of I, 0.1 I here. Okay. We are measuring from the instant when the gate is applied. Okay. So we can define like time taken from the instant of application of the gate current to the instant when the anode current rises to 10% of its final value. Or we can also define it as, it is the time starting from here up to the point where voltage is falling to 90% of the initial value. Okay, 0.9 V. Okay, so we can define it as time taken from the instant of application of the gate current to the instant of when the thyristor voltage VAK falls to 90% of the initial value. Okay, so this is about the delay time. Next is rise time. Okay, so in rise time, the anode current rise from 10% to the 90% of its final value, and the voltage will fall from 90% to the 10% of initial value 0.1 V, 0.9 V to 0.1 V, and the conduction area become more wider. Okay, more because the gate current is supplying more electrons to the depletion region. Okay, so the conduction area become large, and because of that this much increase in current is experienced. Okay, and next is spread time. Okay, so during this time conduction spread over the full cross section of the depletion region of the thyristor, and because of that the current is increased from 90% to the final value, and the voltage is fallen to the final value. Okay, from 10% to the final value. Okay, so this is called spread time. Okay, so we can conclude that the turn on time has delay time, rise time, and spread time. Okay, so this is the switching turn on characteristics of a thyristor. Okay, so this much time is taken to get transferred from turn on state from turn off state. Okay, so this is the turn on switching characteristics. Now we can discuss the turn off switching characteristics. Means initially the thyristor is in turn on state, means there is no depletion region. Okay, there is no depletion region, and we know that in order to make the thyristor turn off, the anode current should fall to 0. Okay, anode current should fall to 0. So by the circuit power circuit characteristics, let the anode current is falling. Okay, so we are expecting the turn off at this point, but it cannot happen suddenly. Okay, there will be some things happen when it is transferred to turn off state from turn on state. Okay, so it starts from here, turn off process starts from here. Finally the J2 has to become with a depletion region. Okay, so at this point current is decreasing. Okay, so it will not get turned off suddenly here, because there is no depletion region here. Okay, so there is no prevention to conduction here. Okay, so it will continue to conduct even in the negative region. Okay, even with a negative current. Okay, so at this point there is a maximum saturation current. By this negative current, there will be a the excess carriers at junction J1 and J3 are removed by this negative current. Okay, so it will start decreasing. Okay. So by by this time TRR, the excess carriers at J1 and J3 get removed, okay, because of this negative current. Okay. The negative current is due to there is no depletion region at this point, so it will the thyristor continue to conduct even at the negative current direction, but at negative current the J1 J3 the carriers at charge carriers at J1 J3 get removed. Okay. But still there will be, so this time period is called reverse recovery period, TRR. Okay. And so there will be the X carriers at J1 and J3 are removed, but there is some charges trapped at junction J2. Okay. So there will be a small leakage current because of this charge carriers, minor carriers. Okay. And this charge carriers can only be removed by the process of recombination because it is trapped between J1 and J3. Okay. So this can be only removed by process of recombination, and the time taken to this is called TGR, gate recovery. Okay, this much time, and finally it becomes 0 and the turn off process will be complete. Okay, so this total time period is called turn off time, TQ. Okay, and this TGR is called gate recovery period. TRR is the reverse recovery period and TGR is the gate recovery period. And total time period is TQ equal to TRR plus TGR. Okay, gate recovery, reverse recovery and gate recovery. And this peak current, the maximum current is called reverse recovery current. Okay, reverse recovery current. So with this we can wind up the session. Thank you.